Hello friends, this is Priya from Chennai. Last video we have seen what is journal. Then simple example we have seen. Now we are going to see how to post the transactions in the journal. Let's see how to do that. Okay, these are the journal entries of the Ratna Kumar. Here, for example, January 1st he commenced business with the capital 5 lakh. Bought furniture for cash 6,000. Then 13th he purchased goods for cash 10,000. Then 15th he bought goods from Mr. Ram 10,000 on credit. Let's see what first transaction. This is the first transaction. This one is the first transaction. Okay. Commenced business with capital 5 lakh. So he is starting the business with cash 5 lakh. He is putting the cash in the business. So how much cash it is? 5 lakh. So he is bringing the cash into the business. So the entry will be cash account on Jan 1st he is starting. So Jan we have to write, this is the format of the journal. Date, particulars, LF, debit and credit amount. This is the amount, debit and credit amount. LF is the ledger folio number. That is the ledger number. Ledger page number this is. So he is commenced business with capital 5 lakh. So Jan 1st he is commencing the business with capital means he is bringing the cash into the business. So cash comes in, and for what for he is bringing the cash for commencing the business, that is capital. So Jan 1st, then entry will be cash account. Here in the right hand side corner we have to write debtor, DR we have to write, little space. We have to leave some little space and write to capital. So capital account. So we have to write as a narration. Narration means small description about the thing what we have done. So the description is being Mr. Ratna Kumar started the business. Okay. Started business. So amount is 5 lakh. Here 5 lakh. Then here debit column 5 lakh and the credit column is 5 lakh. This one. Next one is the first one, cash account debtor to capital. So cash is I already explained in the last video. Cash is the journal. Cash is the real account and the capital is the personal account. So cash account debtor to capital. Next one is the bought furniture for cash 6,000. So this thing, 2nd Jan he bought furniture for cash. So Jan 2nd we have to write the date in the date column. Purchased, bought furniture for cash 6,000. Bought furniture means he is buying the furniture by giving the cash of 6,000. So furniture account debtor, you can say with me, so only you can do the problem very easily. Account debtor furniture. So the furniture is coming in and the cash we are paying out. So furniture we are getting and the cash we are giving. So to cash. So two accounts are involved. So furniture is the asset. Asset means it comes under, it relates to the real account. Real account, what is the rule of a real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here cash is also a asset. So cash goes out. So both are a real account. So real account rule is debit what comes in and the credit what goes out. So the amount is 6,000. So you have to enter as 6,000. Next one is the bought. This one I left. Okay. 13th, purchased goods for cash. Purchased means he is purchasing the goods for cash, 10,000. So he doesn't mention about what goods he bought. So he bought furniture or computer, whatever goods we have to write as a purchase. Only purchase only. If the name is specified, that is furniture or the computer or the machinery, whatever things it is specified means we have to write the name. Here we are writing the name. Here we have to write as only purchase. So purchase account debtor to cash. Date is 13th, Jan 13th. Jan 13th, purchased goods for cash 10,000. So purchase account debtor to cash. So purchase is a nominal account. So what is the rule of the nominal account? Debit all expenses and the credit all gains and incomes. Here the nominal account rule is debit all expenses. So expense is the purchase. We are purchasing, that is the expense for us. So purchase account. This is the nominal account. This is rough work. There is no space, so I am writing here nominal account. Cash is the real account. So cash rule is credit all what goes out. So cash is going out. For purchasing the goods we are paying the cash. So cash goes out. So it is a real account. The rule of the real account is cash goes out. So the amount for the purchase of goods is 10,000. So enter here 10,000. Then bought goods from Ram on credit. This is most important thing. Credit means if we are purchasing the goods from Ram, that is some other person, if we are purchasing any goods means that is we will be paying within 1 month, some month we will be paying. So we have to write it as a name of the person only we have to write, not purchase. So name should be mentioned here. So in purchase column here we are writing as a purchase, because why means we are purchasing it for the cash. But here we have to write it as a name of the person, that is to whom we are purchasing, because we have to pay him after some 1 month or 2 months or whatever it is. So we have to write the name of the person. So here we have to write Ram account, because we are purchasing it for credit. So bought goods from Ram on credit 10,000. So purchase account. We are purchasing for Next thing is on Jan 15th, bought goods from Mr. Ram 10,000 on credit. Here credit it is mentioned. Credit means we are purchasing from Ram on credit. That is we will be paying on some 15th of next month or 30th of next month. So credit means we are not paying and getting we are not paying any cash and getting the goods. We are getting the goods from the Mr. Ram. We are getting the goods from somebody means on credit means we have to repay it the amount within some month. So for that purpose it has given us credit. Credit means we are not paying in the cash. So bought goods from Mr. Ram 10,000 on credit. Here the entry will be on 15th Jan. It is we are purchasing goods from Mr. Ram 10,000 on credit. So here the entry will be purchase account debtor to Ram. Instead of cash we have to write the name of the person from whom we are getting. So this is Ram is a personal account. Personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here the Ram is the giver. He is giving us the goods. So purchase is the nominal account. Nominal account rule is debit all expenses. So debit all expenses is the purchase account debtor to ROM. So how much we are purchasing? 10,000. 10,000 we have to enter like this. Here. Then 10,000. Next one is the 17th of January. Sold goods for cash 33,000. So sold goods for cash means we are selling the goods for cash 33,000. Selling means we are getting the revenue. Revenue means we are getting the cash. So cash account debtor to sale on 17th of Jan. So cash account debtor to sales account. Here we have to write debtor. So how much amount? 33,000. 33,000. So cash account debtor. So cash account debtor to sales. Here we are getting the cash for doing the sales. So we are getting the cash means, so debit the receiver, credit the giver. So we are getting the cash. This comes under the real account. Real account means debit what comes in. Cash comes in, so we have to debiting the cash. And sales means it is the nominal account. Nominal means credit all the expenses. So credit all the gains. So credit all the incomes and gains. So we are selling and getting the cash. Out of sales we are getting the revenue. So we are crediting the sales, that is revenue for us, because we are selling the goods. Out of that we are getting the revenue is a cash to sales. So cash to sales is 33,000. Next thing is the January 17th, sold goods for cash 33,000. Sold goods for cash 33,000. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here sold goods for cash. So cash account debtor to sales account on January 17th. 33,000. Debit 33,000. Credit 33,000. So here debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here cash comes in. So sales, we are entering sales. This is by doing sales we are getting the revenue. So revenue means it is the nominal account. Credit all the gains and incomes. So we are crediting the sales. So the entry will be the cash sales made. Next thing is the sold goods to Priya 72,000 on credit. Here it is given credit. Credit means we are selling the goods to Priya for credit. So it will be for a period of 6 months or 3 months. Credit period will be, she will be giving the credit period. So that time, that is we are giving the credit period. So selling the goods to Priya. So here instead of writing the cash, we have to write the name of the person. So debit the receiver. So Priya is the receiver. Priya account debtor to, we are doing the sales, so to sales account. So on January 25th. On Jan 25th. Okay. Here 72,000. Debit 72,000. Credit 72,000. So in this case, when we are doing the credit entry means, so we have to write the name of the person. So we are writing the name of the person. So we are writing, instead of cash, we are writing the name of the person. So sold goods to Priya means we are selling the goods on credit. So this credit should be, if it is mentioned credit means we have to write the name of the person. Okay, next one is the on Jan we are okay the credit sales made. We have to mention here as credit sales made. The narration will be like this: credit sales made. Made to whom we are doing? Priya. So Priya. On Jan 20th, paid salaries to Mr. X. So we are paying the salaries to X. So he is receiving, the X is receiving salary. So who is the receiver? X. So salaries, we are making salaries on, this one is cash. 7,000 by cash we are doing. So salaries, the two accounts are affected. That is salaries and the cash account. Here on January 28th, we are paying the salaries. So debit all the expenses. Debit all expenses. This is the nominal account. Salary is the nominal account. So we are debiting the salaries. So salaries account debtor to cash. Cash account is real account. So here she is, Mr. X is receiving the through way of cash. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. The giver is the cash. So by way of salary, she is receiving cash of rupees 7,000. So Mr. X is receiving 7,000. So being salary received by X. Received by X through cash. Through cash. Next one is the received commission from Y 8,000. So 29th. Here also by cash. So the commission received by way of cash. So we are receiving the commission from Y we are receiving. So commission we are receiving by cash. So here on January 29th, cash account debtor, which we are receiving the commission. So the giver is the commission. So commission. Commission is the income earned, that is the revenue earned. For that we are receiving the cash. So being commission received. Commission received. So cash account, the cash is 8,000. So cash is 8,000. So we are debiting 8,000 and crediting the 8,000. You can also ask why we are receiving the commission, why we cannot write in the debit entry, then why we can credit the cash entry, because the cash is the giver now. So why we are debiting the commission crediting the commission means commission is the income we are getting, that is the revenue we are earning. Out of commission we are getting the revenue. So we are entering into the credit, in the credit, and here credit we are crediting the commission. That is commission received. Why we are crediting means, that is the rule is nominal account rule is debit all expenses and credit all the incomes and gains. So this is the rule of the nominal account. So we are crediting the commission received. Cash we are getting, that is by way of commission we are receiving the cash, that is receiving the cash. So cash account debtor to, so we are debiting the cash. Next one, I think this entry you will be get clear. Next one is the on 30th January received cash from Priya. So we are doing the sales for credit. So we are receiving the cash from Priya 22,000. On January 30th we are receiving cash. So receiving means debit the receiver. We are receiving now. So cash account debtor. When you are doing more and more sums, you will be get practiced. You can able to do it very easily. 22,000. So received cash from Priya. So from whom we are getting? Priya. So Priya is the giver. So this which account? This is personal account. So Priya 22,000. So 22,000 debit 22,000 and credit the 22,000. So from this point I think you would have understood how to transact how to journalize the transactions, being the cash received from Priya. Received from Priya. I think up to this you would have understood how to transact how to do the transaction, journalize the transactions. So next class we will see let's see what is the ledger, how to post them into the ledger. Ledger is nothing but this only we are going to do. From this transactions we will be posting them into the ledger. Then ledger and trade balance we will see in the next class. Thank you friends.